What comes after lithium? For years, that's been the billion-dollar question hanging over the entire EV revolution. While Tesla has been laser-focused on its 4680 lithium-ion cells, the rest of the industry has been racing to find the next big thing. And now, clues are emerging that point to a fascinating new chapter in battery technology, a future where two completely different chemistries could be set to challenge lithium's throne. This isn't about some far-off lab experiment. This is about a real war for the future of your car, and it's being fought on two fronts. On one side, you have sodium-ion, the practical, cost-cutting champion that's already here and ready to make EVs affordable for everyone. On the other, you have the long-term moonshot, aluminum-ion, a technology that promises to solve range anxiety forever, but is still shrouded in mystery and speculation. The high cost of batteries is the biggest wall standing between most people and a new EV. But what if that wall is about to crumble? We're going to break down the real science, separate the hype from the reality, and figure out what's actually going to be powering your car in the near future. Is it the rock-solid affordability of sodium or the revolutionary performance of aluminum? The answer could completely reshape the car industry. To understand where we're going, we have to know why we can't stay here. Lithium-ion batteries basically built the modern world, powering everything from our phones to the Tesla Cybertruck. But after more than a decade on top, the cracks in lithium's crown are starting to show. The industry has found itself in a bit of a gilded cage, trapped by volatile costs, shaky supply chains, and some hard physical limits. First, let's talk money. A battery pack can make up 30 to 40% of an EV's sticker price. That cost is tied directly to the price of raw materials, and lithium has been on a roller coaster, with prices swinging wildly. It's not just lithium. Many of the best batteries depend on cobalt and nickel, which come with their own sky-high costs and serious ethical questions about how they're mined. This is the main reason the dream of a truly affordable $25,000 Tesla has stayed a dream for so long. Then there's the supply chain. The world's lithium is concentrated in just a handful of places, creating a fragile geopolitical game that automakers are forced to play. Tesla has made big moves to control its own destiny, like building a lithium refinery in Texas. But depending on a few sources for the most critical part of your car is a risky strategy. This risk is getting more real every day, especially as competition heats up. In fact, Chinese automaker BYD officially surpassed Tesla in global all-electric vehicle sales for the first time in 2025, a stark reminder that control over the supply chain is now a key battlefield in the EV race. The first key, and the one that's already turning in the lock, is sodium-ion. This isn't a futuristic concept, it's a technology that is entering mass production right now. While Tesla keeps its cards close to its chest, the world's biggest battery maker, CATL, has already launched its sodium-ion battery, called Naxtra, and has announced plans for large-scale deployment in 2026. This gives us a crystal-clear look at what a sodium-powered EV could do. So what is a sodium-ion battery? Think of it as a nearly identical twin to the lithium iron phosphate or LFP batteries that Tesla uses in its standard range cars today. It works the same way, but it swaps out the pricey, supply chain sensitive lithium for something you can find in table salt. That one change is what makes it so revolutionary. Let's start with cost. Sodium is ridiculously cheap and abundant. It can be pulled from salt flats or even seawater. While scaling up production means sodium-ion batteries are currently priced similarly to their LFP counterparts, their potential is staggering. Because the raw materials are thousands of times more common, some manufacturers believe the cost of sodium-ion cells could eventually drop to as low as $40 per kilowatt-hour once production is at full scale. For a car like the rumored Model 2, that's the silver bullet. A 60 kilowatt-hour LFP pack today might cost around $4,800. A future sodium-ion version could slice that to under $3,000, making a sub-$25,000 Tesla not just possible, but profitable. Of course, cheap is useless if it doesn't work. Historically, sodium's weak spot was energy density. Sodium atoms are bigger and heavier than lithium atoms, so they can't pack as much punch in the same space, but that's changing fast. CATL's Naxtra batteries already hit an energy density of 175 watt-hours per kilogram, which is on par with the LFP batteries used in many EVs today. For a smaller, affordable car, that easily translates to a real-world range of 250 miles or more, plenty for the average driver. Where sodium-ion really flexes its muscle is in charging and durability. CATL has shown it can charge from 10 to 80% in just 15 minutes. Even more impressive is its lifespan and safety. These batteries are incredibly tough, with some estimates claiming they can handle over 10,000 charging cycles. They're also far safer and more stable than lithium-ion, with CATL's version rated to work perfectly from a freezing -40 degrees Celsius all the way up to a blistering 70 degrees Celsius. At -40 degrees Celsius, it still retains 90% of its usable power, a massive advantage over lithium batteries that can struggle in extreme cold. The one major drawback is still that energy density. It's great for a standard range car, but it's not the right fit for a 500-mile luxury sedan or a heavy-duty Tesla Semi. So the strategy here isn't a total takeover. The speculation is that sodium-ion is the perfect tool for a specific job, powering the base model, mass-market Tesla. It's the pragmatic choice that could finally put an EV in every garage. But for ultimate performance, the industry is dreaming of something much more radical. If sodium-ion is the dependable workhorse, aluminum-ion is the unproven thoroughbred racehorse. This is where we step away from what's happening now and into the world of long-term research and online speculation. It's critical to be clear. Unlike sodium-ion, aluminum-ion technology is still in the early lab stages. There have been zero official announcements from Tesla about it. So why are we talking about it? Because the theoretical promise of aluminum is so immense it can't be ignored. The wild specs you might see in YouTube videos about 9-minute charges and 1,000-mile ranges are for now science fiction, but the science behind the potential is real. The first promise is energy density. The theoretical potential of aluminum is significantly higher than today's lithium-ion batteries. If researchers can crack the code, it could one day lead to cars with 600, 700, or even more miles of range on a single charge. The second and more exciting promise is charging speed. This is where the physics gets interesting. A lithium-ion carries a single positive charge. An aluminum-ion can carry 3. In theory, you could move 3 times the energy with each ion, opening the door to unbelievably fast charging speeds. Finally, like sodium, aluminum is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust. A successful aluminum-ion battery would offer incredible durability and safety without the supply chain headaches of lithium or cobalt. So if the potential is so huge, what's the holdup? Researchers have been stuck on major problems for years, primarily with the battery's cathode material degrading way too quickly. The story being pushed by online rumors that Tesla has a secret team at Giga Texas that has already solved this is completely unverified. For now, aluminum-ion is a high-risk, high-reward moonshot. It represents the ultimate goal of a post-lithium world, an EV with zero compromises. But it's a dream that is likely many years, if not a decade, away from your driveway. So let's pit our two contenders against each other. This isn't really a fight for which one Tesla will choose, but a comparison of two very different philosophies for the future of electric vehicles. Do you prioritize getting EVs into the hands of everyone, or do you focus on pushing the absolute limits of what a car can do? Category 1. Cost. This is an easy win for sodium-ion. It's designed from the ground up to be cheap. Its raw materials are dirt cheap, and it can be made on existing battery production lines. Aluminum-ion, even if it becomes a reality, would likely rely on advanced proprietary materials that would make it a premium technology for a long time. Winner: sodium-ion. Category 2. Range and energy density. Here, the roles flip. Aluminum-ion, with its massive theoretical potential, is in a different universe. It represents a future without range anxiety. Sodium-ion, with a respectable but much lower density of around 175 watt-hours per kilogram, offers perfectly adequate range for the mass market, but will never be the king of the cross-country road trip. Winner: aluminum-ion, in theory. Category 3. Charging speed. This is a surprisingly close fight. Aluminum-ion's theoretical ability to charge in minutes is the dream, but sodium-ion's 15-minute charge to 80% is fantastic today. It's already faster than many current EVs and well within the coffee break window that makes charging painless. Aluminum-ion wins on potential, but sodium-ion's reality is more than good enough. Winner: aluminum-ion, in theory. Category 4. Lifespan and durability. This is a revolution for both. With cycle counts in the many thousands, both technologies promise to create batteries that can outlast the car they're in, potentially lasting for 1,000,000 miles or more. This turns the battery from a consumable part into a durable long-term asset. Winner: tie. Category 5. Safety and material availability. Again, both are huge improvements over traditional lithium-ion. Both chemistries are inherently non-flammable and stable over a wide range of temperatures, and both rely on some of the most abundant materials on Earth, freeing the auto industry from the fragile supply chains of cobalt and lithium. Winner: tie. The verdict: two different jobs, two different tools. When you look at the scorecard, it's clear this isn't an either-or situation, it's a both-and future. Sodium-ion is the weapon of mass adoption. It's the key to the affordable high-volume EVs that can finally compete with gas cars on price. Its mantra is good enough performance at an unbeatable cost. Aluminum-ion, or another high-performance chemistry like it, is the weapon of disruption. It's the long-term goal for premium vehicles, where shattering performance records is the entire point. So what does this all mean? We're heading toward a future where the EV landscape isn't dominated by a single battery chemistry, but is a diverse ecosystem of technologies tailored for different jobs. Let's be real. Lithium-ion isn't going anywhere tomorrow. Companies have invested billions in it, and it will power millions of cars for years to come. But its monopoly is ending. The most immediate impact will be the arrival of the truly affordable EV. Sodium-ion is the technology that makes a sub-$25,000 electric car a profitable reality. That's the tipping point. When a new EV with solid range costs less than a Toyota Corolla, the transition to electric goes into hyperdrive. It's the final step in Tesla's original master plan, to build an affordable car for the masses. At the same time, the relentless pursuit of high-performance chemistries like aluminum-ion will continue to eliminate the last arguments against EVs. The idea of range anxiety will eventually seem as outdated as a hand-crank starter. This multi-chemistry approach also transforms what a car can be. With ultra-long-life batteries, your vehicle becomes a decentralized power plant. It could power your house during a blackout or sell energy back to the grid, all thanks to a battery that's cheap, safe, and durable. This is the final decoupling from the volatile and ethically messy supply chains of the past. Building a future on sodium and aluminum isn't just a smart business move, it's how you build a truly resilient and sustainable energy system. The era of lithium's absolute rule is drawing to a close. It was the tech that kicked off the revolution, but it won't be the one to finish it. The future is a mix of chemistries, where every car has the right battery for the right job, and performance limits are a thing of the past. We've covered a lot of ground, from the very real progress of sodium-ion to the long-term speculative dream of aluminum-ion. We've seen how these two technologies represent two different but equally important paths for the future of transportation. One path leads to affordability and mass adoption, powered by the pragmatic and powerful sodium-ion battery. It's the key to making EVs accessible to everyone. The other path is the quest for ultimate performance, chasing the dream of a battery like aluminum-ion that could eliminate range anxiety and refueling times forever. So now I want to turn the question over to you. As we look to the future of electric cars, which of these two paths do you think is more important right now? Should the industry's top priority be making EVs as affordable as possible with tech like sodium-ion, or should they focus on the moonshot, developing the ultimate high-performance battery to silence the critics once and for all? Let me know which path you'd choose in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of the curve on the tech that's shaping our world, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.